What's going on, guys? So today's video is basically telling you how I messed up. I'm just a person. I made a mistake, but it was a dumb mistake, and it's something that's never happened before as far as I can remember. And I wanted to share my experience with you guys. This was during a trade. And so what we're looking at here is a knife that someone sent me for trade. This is a pretty cool knife. This is a Spyderco Swayback. All right, now the Swayback is not a new design. This is a very traditional knife pattern. All right, it's very, very cool. All right, super smooth. Obviously, Spyderco does a great job in all their stuff, but this one particularly is just really well done. It's a really simple concept. All right, so we have a traditional Swayback, but basically Spyderco's version of it, or their take on it. So really cool knife, right? So I had traded this, or wanted to trade this, for a little William Henry knife that I had. It was a small little liner lock that had natural pearl grips on it. In fact, I have a video on that exact knife, and that's what I sent the person to take a look at. And they saw the video and they said, yeah, cool, I'll do a trade with you. So I said, okay. And they sent this to me. And I said, all right, I got your knife, because if you've ever traded with me, as soon as I get your stuff, I will shoot you a message, let you know, hey, I got your knife or your side of the trade, whatever it happens to be. And then I hop onto post a website, print a shipping label for the person, have all their information, and I pack up their stuff, their part of the trade, right away to get out the same day or the next day. And I always ship USPS priority mail. I do insurance on it, the whole thing, right? So the second I have someone's possessions, I want to act very swiftly to get out what they want as part of the trade. So this arrives, take a look at it real quick, everything's cool, go to pack up his knife, and I can't find it. I can't find it, and I'm tearing things apart. Now, I have knives everywhere, right? But I do have a system. I don't have to explain it in detail, but I definitely have a system to keep track of things, because at any given time, I have probably anywhere from 50 to maybe 200 items that I can offer in trade. Now, I have a list that I keep, usually on my phone, so I can quickly copy and paste to show people what I have available. But then, of course, I have my personal collection. So sometimes if there's something just a little extra special and I want to, offer something that someone really wants, like let's say I give them the list, and the list could be 50 things, 100 things, and someone might scan through and go, nothing really, floats my boat, and that's fine. Sometimes the trades just don't work out. So, okay, well, thanks anyway for the interest. But sometimes, like, I really, really want that. So I'll dip into my personal collection and I'll sacrifice something that I don't want to give up just because I want that item more, right? So in this particular case, I'm going to pack up the knife and I just can't find it. So I'm looking through everything. I have my spots where I keep these things, and I'm going through everything like 2-3 times in a row like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I just couldn't find it. The only thing I could think of is that I already traded the knife, but I did not write it on my list. So again, when I'm packing something up, that's when I will go to my list of available items and I will delete it. So I know it's no longer available. So, yeah, I still have no idea what happened to that. Maybe one of you who I traded the knife to is going to comment and be like, yeah, no, you traded that to me. But that's the only thing I could possibly think of, because I tore my house apart looking for this knife and I just don't have it. So I messed up. So now I have this person's knife, and of course I contacted them, let them know. They're really cool about it. Mistakes happen. And I'm going through the process of giving them other options. Now I'm trying to go above and beyond because I messed up. So I want to offer something that's worth more than this knife, just to kind of make up for it, because obviously it's not their fault. It has nothing to do with them. They agreed upon something and I can't deliver my side of the bargain, right? So I'm trying to make up for it. Worst case scenario, I don't have anything that they want, and I'll just ship this back and I'll throw in a little something for them just as a, little gift, like, hey, real sorry about that, But hopefully we can still work something out. They're just still looking for a small gentleman's type knife. You guys know I have so many knives, but I don't have really what they're, like, specifically what they're looking for at the moment. So I'm trying to kind of figure it out and see, what we can work out. But I want to share this experience because, like I said, this has never happened as far as I can remember. I'm really on it. I mean, I've literally done easily over 1,000 trades. I don't know what number it is. Is it 1,500, 2,000, 5,000? I don't know. I trade anywhere. I mean, on a really, really bad week, I'll trade 1 or 2 knives a week. But sometimes I'll have 15 or 20 trades in a single week. So I do take notes on things and try to keep track of everything that's going on. I do have a system, and it's worked thus far. But in this particular case, I might have gotten distracted. I don't know what happened. But it's the same thing like with my bills. Like I'm very neurotic about my bills. So when I get something, or if I create a debt, like if I go to the store and I use a credit card, or I spend 35 bucks or something, I save that receipt. And when I get home, I write that into a book. I owe $35 to this credit card company or whatever the case is, right? Very, very neurotic about that. I write all that stuff down because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to create problems. I don't want to create mistakes. And mistakes cost you money, especially with bills. If you have a bill and if you have to pay it, well, now you have a late fee. It can affect your credit. There's a lot of things that go on with that, right? So I'm really on the ball with that stuff. But once in a blue moon, I get thrown off, my routine, So I'll give you an example. Christina had a car repair, right, on her Honda Civic. She had the, the exhaust manifold gasket replaced and actually the downpipe that was there, which has one of the catalytic converters. I believe there's 2 on the car. So anyway, we got this repair done. It was like $700. And when I got home, I thought I put that receipt in my book. I did not. So, we're getting the bills. Christina, we're very good about, checking the bank accounts every day and checking this, that, and the other. And she's like, oh, we got that bill coming up. I'm like, I thought we paid that. She's like, no. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I thought we paid it because it's not in the book. So it's just one of those things where, hey, you're human and you can make mistakes. And this happened to be a knife mistake. So I'm not perfect, and you guys know that, obviously. When I'm wrong about something, I share it. I don't have to tell anyone about this. This could just be between me and this guy. But I'm going to make it right, of course. Like I said, worst case scenario, I'm going to send his knife back and something just for his troubles, for having to pay, $7-8 shipping. But I'll definitely hook him up regardless. But I just wanted to share this experience because it happens, mistakes happen in life. And so many of you can relate to this, maybe not specifically in knife trading, but you just forget something, you're like, oh man, or just, you make a mistake. That's life. It's totally fine. It's okay to make mistakes. What's important is you learn from your mistakes. Now, in this particular case, even though my system has worked for me for over a decade, over 2 decades, I've been trading, God, since I was probably 11 or 12 years old, and I've never had this problem, at least that I can remember. It may have happened once before, but if it was many years ago. But what I'm going to do now is not only am I going to go through my entire list and make sure everything is there to make sure I didn't miss anything else, but when I do these trades, before I agree to a trade, I'm going to physically find that item, and be looking at it, because I usually send pictures to people. In this particular case, because I already had a video of the knife, instead of taking it out to take pictures, which what I should have done, which at that point I would have went, oh, I don't have it. That would have been, avoided this entire situation. I happen to have a video on it. So I said, you know what, instead of, sending pictures, here, I sent him a link to the video. I'm like, this should show it in pretty good detail. And he's like, okay, cool, no problem. But that's where I went wrong, is just making that assumption that my list was always 100% accurate. And even though it always is, this time apparently it wasn't. So, yeah, just something. So I wanted to just kind of show the knife. Obviously, I'm not using it. I've only just opened it and closed it, particularly because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it. So I don't want to put any wear on it or anything. But it is a very, very cool knife. Let me know down in the comment section if you happen to have one. But yeah, just kind of a random video just to show that, always transparent and let you guys know. Like, no one has to know about this, but I want to tell you that I made a mistake. I'm owning up to it, and I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it either in a free gift, lose the value on whatever I send, or I'm just going to hook him up with a more expensive knife just because, his troubles. So anyway, and he's not asking for any of that stuff. He's like, again, super, super nice about it. Hey, I understand. I was looking forward to that knife, but it is what it is. What am I going to do? But he's really cool about it, and he even said, if you want to check out the knife for a while, but I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to use it or anything until I know that we can work something out. But anyway, just sharing my fumble, you know what I'm saying? I've been running with the ball a long time, and I got a little fumble here, but that's all right. Pick it back up, keep on running downfield. So you like that little sports analogy? I've always loved giving analogies for things, and it's totally unnecessary. As an aside, I do that all the time with my dad. I'll come up with these like crazy analogies, and he laughs because sometimes he doesn't get them. He's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And sometimes they stick pretty good. I'm proud of my recent analogy. I was talking about the stimulus, and I was saying I was like buying a cheap pack of bacon. You look at that little view window, and you appear like you're getting all this meat, but when you open it, you get a little reality check because it's all fat hidden behind there. That's what our stimulus was. It's a complete joke, not to get political or anything like that, but it's just, it really is a kick in the nuts to the American citizen. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that kind of stuff. But I just, for some reason, wanted to tell you that I like making analogies. I don't do it too often on videos, but in my real life, I do it all the time. So that's just the thing. So anyway, that is it for now. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. And if you made a mistake today or yesterday, or if you're going to make one tomorrow, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. You know, it's the little things in life you have to really appreciate. And people make mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes can cost you dearly. Sometimes you can make a mistake and it can change your life forever. You know, maybe you jump into a car drunk and maybe you lose your legs, or maybe you kill someone who's innocent. You know, not to sound extreme or anything, but that is a mistake that will change your life. This obviously won't change my life, but it will change how I do things, because I want to ensure that this never ever happens again. And there's definitely checks and balances I can go through that will ensure that. So anyway, that's all. I guess I don't really know why I'm sharing this, to be honest. I guess just to get a message out there, just to get it, you know, stuck in people's heads, that you can make mistakes. It's okay. There's no way to avoid it. You're going to make mistakes. But the most important part of life, I think, is learning from those mistakes so that you avoid them again in the future. This, you know, guidance can help you in relationships. It can help you in business. It can help you in every aspect of your life. You're going to fall down. You're going to mess up. You're going to fail. But you have to learn from those mistakes so you can be a better person on the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's the people who make the same mistakes over and over again and don't learn from them, and they repeat those mistakes. Those are the people who are doomed. They're doomed to just not be happy, you know? So anyway, I don't know why I'm taking a very simple thing and turning it into a pretty vague, like a motivational video. I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. So I'm gonna cut the video and just hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video, because I post them every single day. If you're new to the channel, come back tomorrow. You're going to see a brand new video, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after that. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.